We left Cape Bedford around about 8 o'clock this morning, way down there over the horizon, and sailing up to Lizard Island. That's South Direction Island over there, and that's North Direction Island, and then we come on to Lizard Island itself. So south of Lizard Island, there's a lighthouse over there, and we've got to get around that point just up there, and then we're another mile and we're in the anchorage. Yeah, it was a beautiful sail today. The wind was about between 6 and 10 knots. Never saw more than 10 knots today, the whole day. So it was just easy. It was wing on wing for most of the time. And then just coming up to Lizard Island, the wind went round more to the east. And we put all the sail out, still got the reef in the main. Yeah, it's been a beautiful day. Approaching Lizard Island anchorage. Some reefs inside here that we have to keep clear of. So I think maybe anchoring at the far end there is the way to go. Lizard Island anchorage. It's got the reef markers, those little white buoys in the water, that's marking the edge of the reef. Don't go inside those. There's a resort over there apparently that sells t-shirts. There's a bar or something, open 3 nights a week. One of the boats anchored there overtook me coming up today. Beautiful beach. It's pretty windy here. It wasn't as windy as this outside. Apparently it funnels through that gap there. Gusts of bullets. So I put a little extra chain out. We're anchored in 5 meters. I put out 35 in the water. So that should be good to hold us. The wind today's been between 6 and 15 knots, mostly around about 10 or 12 all day long. I set the sails this morning. Very early this morning we left Lizard Island and haven't touched the sails since. Just clicking off 55 miles. Got another 10-12 miles to go to the anchorage, and it's beautiful sailing, just champagne sailing. Just touch the wind vane occasionally just to tweak the course, but otherwise I've not touched anything at all day long. I still got one reef in the main. Just left it in case the wind picked up. Don't really need the full sail. We're doing between 5 and 7 knots. I think we've averaged just over 5 for the whole day, which is absolutely fine. Beautiful sailing. Here we are, anchored in the lee of Morris Island. It's just a little sand cay with a big reef behind it. And we just dropped anchor in 10 meters of water. This island's only big enough for one palm tree. Apparently there's a diver's grave underneath that palm tree somewhere. So the water's really nice and clear here. Got 40 meters of chain in the water. Got the longest snubber on tonight. I just need to tidy up all the sails, stow the ropes away, lash the halyards back so they don't tap 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 during the night. And before I do that, I'm just going to crack a beer. A good sail today. We've done 59 miles, I think it was. Average over 6 knots. Just took it easy with one reef in the main and about a third reef in the Yankee. And we're just doing 6 knots all the way, six and a half, easy, no stress. So that's nice. I'm going to relax here for tonight, and then tomorrow we go to Night Island. It's only about 20 miles up the road, so we just have an easy morning, maybe make some water, and then sail up there and have the next night up there. Good morning from Morris Island. That's what I woke up to this morning. There's a little island there, and we've got a sunrise. And this is the horizon, and there's just nothing around. No other boats. Nothing. Well, we've spent a really peaceful night at Morris Island. It's Morris Island there just ahead, and behind Morris Island there's a large reef, and that keeps all the swell down, so there's very little swell, or hardly any swell at all, in this anchorage. The island doesn't protect you too much from the wind. The wind's been quite mild. Since midnight it's been dying down, so it's probably around about 5-6 knots at the moment. A little bit more wind outside. So I had a lovely breakfast this morning, and then made water for an hour or so. And we're not really having an early start today. We've only got about 20 miles to go up the coast to our next anchorage for the evening is Night Island. So I'm just sailing off the anchor, picking the anchor up with the winch. The winch battery is good for a couple of hoists before it needs recharging, so we don't need to put the engine on this morning. And we use the solar for making water, so it's really very efficient. I'm just picking up the anchor now, and you will see as the anchor comes free of the bottom, the wind will start to take the bow around to port. We'll drop off away from the shallow water and should start heading up in the direction that we want to go today. So the anchor's just coming up now. You can hear the winch working away. I'm just looking over the side now to see when the anchor comes clear of the water. Make sure there's nothing fouling it. There's nothing worse than having something wrapped around your anchor when you're trying to sail off. So the anchor's just coming off the bottom now, and the bow's dropping around. And then I like to bring the last metre or so of anchor over the roller by hand. Takes a little bit of shock load off the winch and prevents the banging on the anchor roller of the anchor. And then just put a securing lashing on the anchor
whilst we're on the passage. So the bow's dropped off now, and we're just waiting for a little bit of sail, a little bit of wind to take us up the coast. It's quite important when you're doing this sort of thing that you keep situational awareness of where you are and what you're doing and what's happening. It's pretty easy in this anchorage, there's no other boats around to bump into, so it's all clear. So now we're just going to put out a little bit of Yankee, put out the whole Yankee actually, because it's not too strong, the wind. It's probably about 15 knots once we get out of the lee of the island. So I'm just releasing the furler now and pulling out the Yankee. And we're catching a little bit of wind now. And the boat's starting to move forward. Just winch the sail in a little bit. And it looks like we're on our way. Just engage the wind vane. Once the wind vane's on there, we're on a steady course, and we can relax, trim the sails, do whatever we want to do. It looks like we're moving nicely now, and I'll probably just sail up to Morris Island with the Yankee. There's no hurry, it's only 20 odd miles, and with a good 15 knot wind we'll be doing 5 or 6 knots up there. So we should be up there early afternoon. It's all looking good. So once we're underway, just pop up on deck and check forward, double check on the anchor, make sure that's all secure, have a look at the sail, make sure there's nothing tangled or crossed over anywhere. So it looks all good. Probably time to relax, have a cup of tea, and check the chart. We're on the way.
Passing through the home islands. Big car carrier there, coming up through the channel. Double reef in the main. Beaches over there.
Insufficient funds, finally from those bars, straight lamping on a Tuesday, that's what we call limited interaction. The fraction of my time, but you're on my mind, yeah. And sing it to me, sweet, the sweetest melody, oh don't you tell me twice. And what's the deal with being real? How could it feel so right?
think all our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. I'd be very pleased to know what they think they're doing. I think they're all insane. We're saying give peace a chance. We're not thinking in terms of 10 years. We're thinking in terms of peace forever, you know.
Watching your youth run dry. Oh yeah, play the guitar. Do it all again. And if you want me, you know I do, to spread my wings. Spread out, brother. Better call me your angel rain. Alright, take me to the bed. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so now we back in the mix, we chillin' real sick. Got a 1-6 on the hat on the back beat with the kick straight laying it down. Now that's what I call a saucy 16th. And do you hear me? Do you feel me? Do I need to repeat? For real though, you slick as diamonds and pearls. You made the stage your whole world. You drippin' swagger and curls. Still, insufficient funds keeping you down, keep you around but never let you leave. I guess it's just a little bit of limited interaction, a fraction of my time, and you're still on my mind.
Anybody knows that the people have the power. All we have to do is awaken the power in the people. The people are the government and the people have the power. We must try and make them aware of this. The thing we had in common was love. And from love came peace.
I'm just up here in the sky, watching your youth run by. Hey, sure. Alright, like this. And if you want me to spread my wings, better call me your angel rain. And I feel the pressure as it grows. Can I let it go? And I feel the journey's just begun. It's time to have some fun. Let's be real, I never took that lead. Tell me what's in the deep. And I feel the karma's had its run. It's time to have some fun. Nice. Take it back real quick, let me tell you how it's done. Judging from the tide in your eyes and the shadow by your side, I can tell that was hell and you better now. Does it mean that I'm free? Does that mean the critical part that breaks hearts? It's so hard being me, but at least I get to be the me that I want to be. Then again, is it me that I'm trying to be the me that I want to be the me that I should have been? Either way, I'm okay, I take it day by day, but do I dare disturb the universe? Is that absurd? Am I slurring words? Am I breaking through to you?
Empathy is not a theme that is common with me. As I try and circumvent time and paint fine lines, nightfall breaks, and I still see your face in every page of my dreams. Introversion is a burden a cross-section of your third eye, your cerebral alibi.
Imagine what you know tomorrow.
Port Albany over there. It's going to be the Singapore of Australia. Didn't quite work out though. There's Somerset. Again, that was a thriving port at one time. It's had its day. We're absolutely ripping through here. That's Cape York over there. We're just coming up the east side, and then off Cape York there's an island called Eborack Island. We go around there and carry on a little bit, and then we will be around Cape York. It's taken a while. The lighthouse. And then at the end there, that's Cape York. Going all the way down, thousands of miles to the rest of Australia. Island. It's really nice. I see see a boat down there or something. Knots, occasionally gusting 30, motoring into Seisia. It's going to take us about 40 minutes to motor up into the channel, and then hopefully it's going to get a bit quieter. Day in and day out, 25, 30 knots. Another couple of days and it should go down.